Hello there, beautiful soul. This is Alice with Loving Feeling 13 Tarot. Before I get started with today's reading, I just wanted to note that if you are interested in a personal reading from me, please do check the description of this video. That will give you the information you need to obtain a reading from me. Follow that information. That's the only way to get a reading from me. There's no other way. Also, if you're interested in getting the extended version of today's reading, if you'll consider joining one of the groups, that information is also in the description of the video. All right, let's take a look at the energy for today. The overall energy for this reading is the Ace of Swords and the Magician. So Venus is entering Capricorn today, which is kind of giving this classy feel to love. And I feel like this is all about a love or romantic interest or romantic situation that you've been manifesting. The Magician is about knowing that you have all the tools at your disposal to create your reality, right? It's knowing how to manifest. That he's got the wand, he's got the passion, he's got the sword, he's got the communication ability, he's got the clarity, he's got the pentacles, which means he's got the resources, and he's got the cups. He's got the emotional support that he needs to create his reality in the Magician card. And so I think that's been true for you. And I think part of what we've been manifesting is clarity itself with the Ace of Swords, as well as clear communication. So I think we are donezo with relationships that the communication's not great, right? You guys don't speak the same language, or, someone's always trying to hide something, or there's some passive aggressive communication there. No. We have manifested ourselves someone who's kind of a straight shooter. I like that kind of energy. So someone who's going to give it to us just the way it needs to be given, and not really sugarcoat things, but not be overly harsh either. And also someone who has a clear direction in their life, just like you've kind of developed a clear direction for yours. Because I think up until this point in the recent past here, you have just really been focused on your work. Three of Pentacles is the card of collaboration, card of new work partnerships. Maybe you recently just got a new job, but this is building of foundations. And I think you have been working hard at just building some solid foundations for yourself, really just kind of focusing on your life and on your career and making sure things are the way that you want them to be. And at the same time, you've been leaning into your High Priestess energy. The High Priestess is Piscean energy or Cancer energy, depending on the reader. The High Priestess is the one who is ready to cross the abyss, to source itself. Really, she is ready to make the journey. And this is actually an internal journey. So you'll notice she actually has a lot of religious symbolism here, both Egyptian as well as Abrahamic tradition, I guess I would say. We've got the two columns on either side of her, as well as the moon in its different phases as her crown. You've got a crescent moon at her feet here. She's holding the Torah, and she's got the cross on her chest, okay? So she is the representative of the truths that lie within all spiritual traditions, right? The journey within that really goes beyond any kind of one dogma that allows her direct access to source. So this is you really getting in tune with your higher self, really getting in tune with your spirituality. And so you've been just kind of working on your world, working on your 3D reality, as well as working on your relationship with spirit, with your higher self. And this has led you to be in a fairly carefree energy, right? With the Eight of Swords reversed, we have released overthinking. We've released people pleasing. We've released any kind of just turning inward, the curvato se, the going in on oneself. So frankly, that makes you a much more interesting person, right? The fact that you're just working on building a foundation, that you're working on connecting to source, and you're less likely to turn inward when something happens, right? You're less likely to go incurvato se, to just go crushingly inward, right? Where all you can do is think about, oh, I can't believe how I messed up. Oh, I can't believe I said that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh gosh, what if I had done something else, right? That's that mental entrapment type energy. And instead, you've released that. You've kind of moved past that. You've really reached sort of this state of calm, the state of knowing that really comes with leaning into that high priestess energy, with knowing that you can build whatever foundation it is you want to build. But very commonly in stories like this, that is exactly when we get the return, right? When we have really moved past really even caring or thinking terribly much about this person returns to our life. Now, this is someone who likely meant a lot to you, someone who felt like home at one point, someone who you've felt very dearly with. You really have a lot of good memories with them. Well, they're headed back to you when we see the Six of Cups reversed. And it's because they see you, boo-boo. They see how many options lie before you, right? And they're realizing, wow, I did not know what I had till it was gone. You are the person of my fantasies. I really couldn't ask for anything better than you. I mean, you are all that in a bag of chips, right? You are all these various items that he's staring at. And the world seems to be your oyster. It seems like you are really leveling up. You know, when we're building really solid foundations like this, we really start to see true change in our lives, particularly if it's paired with some strong spiritual connections, some strong spiritual practices. So this person is just seeing how you've leveled up, how you've glowed up, and they are coming in. Now, this is gonna give you some pause. The Page of Wands reverse can be kind of a fly-by-night lover, someone really kind of flaky. And I feel like this person was pretty flaky with you in the past. And so I think you are just kind of like, I'm not real sure. I mean, that's well and good. You think I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm not sure you're worth my time at this point. Now, I don't think that's anything you're like saying to them out loud because the moon is moving into Capricorn. Venus is moving into Capricorn. We are keeping it classy, y'all. Okay. But I do feel like you are in that energy of like, okay, Flaky McFlakerton, get serious. Is this something I can actually trust? Because I know my worth now. And I know what I bring to the table. Do you bring anything? But actually, I think this person might surprise you. The wheel is turning in favor of this connection, surprisingly, right? The universe is bringing this person back in because you have healed, because you have started building your own foundations, because you have been connecting spiritually. So now is the time. I feel like before the timing was just really, really off between the two of you. But Spirit is telling you, you are likely to have to be fairly patient with this. Take your time with this. Do not rush in. Anytime we have someone returning to us, we do not want to rush that process. You do want to see, are their intentions lining up with their words? And that just takes time. Most people can wear masks like maybe a few weeks. I'd say, give it about 3 months. Take it nice and slow for about 3 months. Most people can't hold a mask up for that long. Within 3 months, you'll get some kind of sign if they're not for real. But this is a situation that can be transformed and transmuted, right? That's also the other meaning of temperance. It's not just a card of patience, it is a card of alchemy, of things changing and changing from the inside out, right? The idea of one thing becoming a completely different thing. I think the completely different thing it's becoming is a strong foundation. The Four of Wands is a card of marriage, celebration, happiness, joy, strong romantic foundations. So this can even be twin flames. The 1111 that you see in the card here indicates possibility of twin flame. So I think if you're taking it kind of nice and slow with this person, hearing them out, building the friendship first, then moving forward, just nice and easy, watching where it goes, making sure the words actually line up with the actions. You're going to be pleasantly surprised if you're patient and willing to allow a brand new energy to come out of this connection. Because I think they've been kind of mirroring you a little bit. They've been going off and building their own foundation some. They've been going off and doing their own spiritual connection and their own healing some. And that's why the wheel has turned in favor of this connection. Because the advice in the spread is actually to kind of drop any kind of lack mindset you have about this situation, right? Don't sweat it, is what I want to say, right? The Five of Pentacles is the energy of being left out in the cold, feeling sorry for yourself, not being willing to ask for help. In the reverse, we are willing to be guardedly open, okay? To let some light in, to bring down our walls, and to start feeling like, yes, this is a true possibility for me. And really just focus on joy, focus on happiness, focus on what's going to bring light to your life and to this connection. And don't worry about anything else, right? If you kind of do that, if you just lean into, okay, this could possibly work out, but I'm just going to do what makes me happy and maybe try to bring a little happiness to their life. Expect them to bring a little happiness to mine. This might bring a whole lot of joy to the both of you. Because we end this advice with death. Death is indicative of big endings, but it's also indicative of transformation, of falling away so that something can be reborn once more. So it could be that this relationship had to fall away so that it could be born anew. All right, and with Ace of Swords here, I really feel like you have some incoming communication from this person. Let's see what they want to say and when you might hear from them. All right, I got two messages. I feel empty without you, and I can't take being away from you much longer. Yeah, you got some incoming communication. And for timing, I pulled the Nine of Cups. This would be sometime between March 10th and March 20th that you might be hearing from them. All right, I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you like the extended version of this reading where we get into more messages and more specifics about this person, then think about joining the channel. The link is in the description box, and I'll see you next time.